Okay, so let's do our last question in this paper 3. It says a learner measured the time taken for 20 oscillations of a simple pendulum and obtained the following result. So this is the trial 1, trial 2, trial 3, and the times they took. Calculate the average time for 20 oscillations. So remember what you do, the average, you just add all the times. In this case, 32.5 seconds plus 32.8 seconds plus 32.6 seconds. Then you divide by how many they are, 1, 2, 3. So you divide by 3. So what is that going to give us? 32.5 plus 32.8 plus 32.6. What are we getting there? So we are getting 97.9. Then we divide by 3. So divide that by 3. That is simply going to 1. Since they are leaving them to 1 decimal place, you also leave them to 1 decimal place. No wonder we taught you about rounding off. So that would be 32.6, and that would be seconds. So units are very important. So 32. So the average, let me say the average time is 32.6 seconds. So that's the average time. Then determine the period of the pendulum. Remember, period is equal to time over the number of oscillations. So the time, you simply get the average time, which is 32.6 seconds, divided by the number of oscillations. They told us there were 20 oscillations. So divide by 20. So it is going to be 32.6 divided by 20. What is that going to give us? So it will give me, in this case, 1.63 seconds to 2 decimal places. So that is the period. Hopefully you get the concept. Then it says, are the measurement precise? Explain. So if you look at precision, we simply say the closeness of the measurements to each other. Are they close to each other? The answer is yes, they are actually close to each other. Explain, or they want you to give the reason for your answer. So you can just say that the values are very close to one another. So that's the idea. The values are very close to one another. And that's what we are talking about there. All right. This says state one reason why the learner measured 20 oscillations instead of just 1 oscillation. So why did he measure 20 instead of 1? Remember, when you measure a lot of them, you are simply trying to reduce the timing errors. That's the reason why we do that, so that you can actually obtain an answer that is actually more reliable. So possibly I would have said to reduce timing errors and obtain a more reliable average. So that will help you to get a more reliable average there. Then it says identify one source of random error. So one source of random error in this experiment. One source of random error basically can come, human reaction time. When starting, so you can say when starting and stopping the stopwatch. So it's not easy. Sometimes you may miss out when to start or when to stop, but when the pendulum has just started going to and fro, so that may result in what we call as being random errors as a result of humans reaction time. So thank you so much. If you love what we do, please, you can subscribe to our channel. If you're in Form 1, Form 2, basically some of these concepts will really help you so that you can actually prepare. Even as you write your test, your terms, at least you know how to go about them. Thank you so much for watching and learning with Mr. Nyendwa. See you in my next other videos when I'll be revising with you.